This may be the official sound of the Jersey Shore this summer.
The Jersey Shore is open.
Because we're stronger than the storm.
But go a few blocks off the boardwalk in many seaside towns, and you'll hear another soundtrack for that slogan. Here in Tuckerton, New Jersey, it's the sound of volunteers, including folks from Grace Episcopal Church in Alexandria, Virginia, growing in their faith and their skills as they help Hurricane Sandy survivors rebuild their lives.
And it opens. Good. See, now you put the screws in.
The volunteers from Grace Church say there's a lot to be gained by going on such a mission trip.
I feel like as Christians and mostly Episcopalians, like it's our duty to help others and go with God. I feel like the best way to go with God is by helping God's children.
You know, and in a church all the time we hear, you know, I came not to be served but to serve. And you talk about the word, and I think sometimes we talk about it so much that it almost loses meaning. We think we know what it means, but until we get a chance to put ourselves in a situation where we really are in actual service and we're doing the work, and sometimes you're going to step into the unknown and the uncomfortable and the unusual, and for me, that is the place where you are most likely to encounter God.
Well, I find that coming on these, and especially when we get to meet with other Episcopalian groups, it really shows the sense of more of a global community of Episcopalians, and it's always kind of special for that. And it makes me feel like my faith is stronger on these trips, just especially being with all these people. It just seems to solidify it when we come on these trips.
I think it really makes you put your own life in perspective. I think nowadays teenagers, they look around and they're just like, I don't have an iPhone, the world's going to end. And I don't have this or that, the world's going to end. And like, you come on these trips and you meet the people you are, and you see how connected they are with God, and you see how connected, then you realize how connected you are to God. I just couldn't see myself not going on a mission. If I would have gone on a mission, my life would have been completely different, I believe. And I think I have other friends who go on mission trips and they say, oh yeah, we have a lot of fun and everything like that, but they just go just because they want to go. They want to get away from their parents. I think we want to go because we want to spend time with our friends and we want to help people.
We did a rough count of how many people have been on at least one mission trip from Grace, and it's well over 50. But the people that really matter, that get us to do this, are the young adults, the EYC. It's for them, it's with them that we do this. And we see it from them when they just tell their stories. Every June we have Youth Sunday, and we ask the graduating EYC to give the sermon. Well, sometimes it's a stitch, and sometimes it makes you cry. It takes your breath away because you see how much this has meant to them. It's really amazing. We're just one little church that wants to go out and do something.
And this one little church of yours, how do you think it would be different if you hadn't been doing these mission trips?
Well, it might be fewer people in the parish.
We're called to be in the world and in service, and that's where we get the transformation. You know, I say this all the time, where was Jesus' home synagogue? I mean, where was he rector of? You know, so he gathered. I mean, and it's great that we have leadership, and it's great that we have physical presence in place where we can be connected to our communities, and where we can come together and meet and work out our faith through liturgy, and we can educate each other. That's wonderful, but we're not called to stay there. That's not the purpose. That's not the point. And we're called to serve. And we all feel that we can be transformed through that, and we can transform others, but mainly it's about us. It's about transforming us.
For Episcopal News Service, I'm Mary Frances Schonberg.